In these recent years, you might have noticed the rise of the so-called retention editing, and there are numerous channels that use this kind of super fancy editing. Guys like MrBeast have almost normalized this overly edited content style simply because they were trying to reach a high retention rate, not only for the views but more about the money behind the high retention videos. YouTube is a long-form platform and most of the creators upload videos that are 8 minutes and longer, which gives us the possibility of placing multiple ad breaks. The idea behind all of this is quite simple. The more time the viewer spends on your video, the higher are the chances of him getting double or sometimes triple ads. Not only that, but the higher the retention of a video, the more you will see the YouTube algorithm pushing it out to the new viewers and you getting more subscribers to grow your channel. That is why you have been seeing this super fast-paced editing with all sorts of cuts, overlays and transitions. But this kind of editing comes with a cost. The way YouTube works is quite simple, with people loving uniqueness. The other creators that decided to jump in this trend and edit their videos in a similar style to MrBeast might not be getting the same amount of retention and views, even though they might be spending a lot of money, time and effort. This might be happening because of the so-called attention recession, a term I first heard from this guy, which in simple words means that the viewers are no longer impressed from this fancy editing style. We're currently at the beginning of 2024, and just in case you're working too hard and not getting the desired results, then this might be just the right video for you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cleo and I've been on YouTube for years now, mostly with the faceless YouTube videos, but recently I decided to create this channel where I try to help beginners generate revenue online. My guess is that you are a creator and you clicked on this video because you want to know what is the best editing style and how you can have a higher retention while not overworking either yourself or your editor. Well, you're at the right place, because in this video I will be going over these 3 things. Number 1, why is this super fancy editing style no longer getting the results it used to get? Number 2, what is the current style on YouTube that is giving the best results, with examples from other channels that have exploded in the last 2 or 3 weeks using nothing else but the new style? And number 3, how can you incorporate this style into your own videos regardless of your niche and see some massive growth? First thing first, you might be wondering, what is the problem with the fancy editing style or the retention style and why people don't like it anymore? First, it might be because creators on YouTube have overused it so much that it no longer has the wow effect to people. A few years back, when Iman Gadzi introduced his style, people were so impressed from his editing style that sometimes they were seeing him as an authoritative creator just because of the highly professional videos. While nowadays the market is oversaturated with editors that do literally the same thing, copy and paste, and that simply does not have the same effect on people. Viewers are realizing that a well-edited video does not necessarily mean a good video. They know that you are fighting for their attention and they are already tired and sick clicking on a video supposedly professional only to see the creator rambling for a few minutes without delivering any real value. People don't care about your video and how much time you spend creating it. What they care about is their time and the value that they get from the video. On the screen right now you're seeing 2 videos explaining pretty much the same thing. One of them does it in 1 minute with almost no editing at all, while the other creator decided to make a 5 minutes video about it. There's no need to say that the shorter one will perform better simply because the viewer will get what it's looking for in a shorter period of time and thus consider this video more valuable. So the first thing that you need to make sure your videos deliver is the hardcore value. It is proven that you will get 10 times more results if you create videos that sends a person from point A to point B. Let me show you something from my own channel. A few months back I created this video where I show new creators how to get more views on YouTube in case they're having issues with it. I have used a quite simple editing style in there, but yet it keeps getting views and positive feedback because people appreciate the practical tips they get from this video. On the other hand, sometimes I spend literally days editing a video for maximum retention and after a couple of days it simply dies out because people care about the value the video delivers other than the time a creator spends editing. Now that you understand the problem with this editing style, you might be wondering, what is the best style to use to get the maximum retention nowadays? Let me show you what is currently working on YouTube to get some massive growth. Let's just take a look at Charlie's channel in here. He has a channel in a similar niche to mine, trying to teach people about money and finance, and matter of fact, he has been on YouTube for a few years, as you can see, but it wasn't until recently that his channel really popped. As I was taking a look at his videos, there was something that really attracted my attention. Even though he was probably spending a lot of time editing his videos and creating some decent thumbnails, it's not that he was getting a lot of views. That was until he posted this completely raw video with no editing and probably using this thumbnail that was suggested by YouTube. I don't know if this is something related to the recent launch of Sora and the overuse of AI from some creators, but it seems like YouTube has gone back to liking simple, realistic videos. So in a way, it feels like YouTube got too overcomplicated with all sorts of science about creating the perfect video and the perfect thumbnail that the people were feeling more and more detached from their loved creators. Even on the new videos, it seems like this raw video styles is working perfectly fine and he's getting a lot of views and positive feedback. This is not an isolated example though. Take a look at Sam Sulek's channel. His thumbnails have no YouTube face, no text, no fancy glow effects all over, but still people love it and he gets literally thousands and millions of views per day. Now you might be thinking, just because people love Sam Sulek does not mean that they will love my raw unedited videos. This is not my point though. My point is that YouTube wants you to be unique and give value to your viewers rather than spend hundreds of dollars in video editors. And here you can see another example of a creator that decided to completely abandon the process of editing fancy videos and creating fancy thumbnails and using whatever YouTube suggests as his thumbnail. Now some of these simplistic style videos are doing way better than the highly edited ones. Like take a look at this for example. This one is performing 24 times better than the channel's average, which is crazy, but most importantly shows that something has changed in the way YouTube algorithm picks new videos. Now the most important aspect of this entire video is how can you apply this to your own videos regardless of what niche you're in. All of this comes to a simple concept of whether or not you can have a genuine conversation with your audience, so by the end of the video they feel empowered enough to realize that they have ended this video being more knowledgeable or entertained than when they first started watching. Being famous on YouTube and all is cool, but remember that people will watch your videos as if you were talking to them on a one-to-one. So make sure to show your true self and don't put a mask on, because only by being genuine you can turn a scroller into a viewer, then a subscriber, and finally a loyal member of your channel that will be there whenever you post. And quite honestly, this is something I'm struggling with my own channel. Even though I spend hours editing my videos and trying to build an audience, most of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, and therefore new videos get almost no views in the first couple of hours. Fixing that will probably cause the quantum leap for my channel, so subscribe if you'd like to see that happen. And for all of you that are curious to know how much I'm making on YouTube in a full year, make sure to check out this video in here.